Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. So I've just done a video of the antique closing down shop. I've done a haul on that for Monday, and I wanted to start on the topper of this journal, Winterfolk journal. This is the picture that I've chosen for the front. I am going to put this on, not in this video, but I've chosen this. I really like it. I'm just undecided what to put behind it. If I put anything, really, I don't know. So I'm going to put that to the side, and this is going to be my base for the topper. So I just want to ink around that and have a little bit of a think. I got the stamp out because I'm thinking what I might do is actually stamp this a little bit because some of it will show. And what I'm thinking is, so this and this came out of the grungy papers from Which Craft Do You Do, and so did this that I've glued it onto. So I really like that. Let's get this piece of paper here. And let's just stamp on it and see where this goes. I've got no real plan. I just sort of know I want to use this piece because it's been sitting around for a while. I tried to take this off the wooden stamping block, and the foam's like gone all funny, but I don't care because I don't use this one on a block anyway. I prefer to do my stamping quite, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's the art journaling side of me coming out. Cool. And I'm a real bugger for not cleaning my stamps. And yep, I know there's probably people that are horrified, but you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. So in the previous video, I mentioned that hopefully by the time that airs, I might have a piece of furniture that I've just purchased. I don't know. Let's just put this over here so it... Yeah, I thought that was a bit... That was still a bit inky. And I'm just going to make that a bit darker. So today is the first day I've been back at work. I actually have got my appetite back. I'm looking forward to having dinner tonight. I've got my lemon, honey and ginger. Yes, it doesn't look very nice. It's because it has been sitting there. But this is yummy. It's bought out of the supermarket. And it's got like chunks of ginger in it. Love it. And it's good for a sore throat. My throat is on the mend. I can say that apart from when I cough or sneeze, which I seem to be sneezing quite a bit, yeah, it's all okay. And I came home expecting Mike to be lying on the couch after his work, because this morning when I said goodbye to him, he said he wasn't feeling too crash hot. So I thought, oh dear, he's got it now. I've passed it on to him, feeling awful about passing it on to him. But no, I came home and he's a box of fluffies, so that's good. He's just bought a new car. So he's just waiting for pickup of his other car. And yeah, everything is fine in the world, apart from it being really cold. So I really like that, and I really like this though too. So I think what I'm going to have to do is maybe tear this. I wonder if I can just, not ideal for the stamp pad, but oh hey ho, never mind. I don't even know if that will see at the sides, but let's just do it anyway. So maybe if I go up like that, am I even in? Yes, I am, that's good. And let's do the same here. Not good for that, probably, but never mind. So I just want to go like that and put that on there like that. Yeah, like that. The only thing is, so I ripped some more of these off. So when I put this on top, this was what was left over. And I did have a little bit of a play, and I'm thinking of layering, like layering it up like that. And I think I might just go ahead and do that. So I'll put that to the side, and do I do it that way? So it's a little bit of a contrast maybe. Yeah, I could do actually. Or do I do it that way? No. What do you reckon? That way? I do like it that way. Or do we go that way and do another layer there? Come on, come on. Right, this isn't playing ball, is it? I go like that, that, and that. Can I slot that underneath? Probably not. Got to play around and do these things, because then I know if I like it or not, because once I do it and stick it down, there's no going back. Like that, or do we just go like that? We could just do it once. I think we'll just do it once. Yeah, why not? And what I might do is just tear that along there. If I get time, I'm not going to finish this off completely. I just want to put the base down. And then if I get time, I'm thinking what I might do is, if you follow me and you've seen me do the clusters on Saturday, I'm going to show you what I do with the clusters. I think I'm going to do double with this. Let's glue this down. I need to put some more glue in here too. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the clusters that I made, because I mean it's for this journal anyway. So I'm just gonna put that there, and should we put that one there too? Why not? Like that. Very cool. And then we'll do a couple at the bottom. Let's just ink this side up. So we're hump day, Wednesday, hump day. Yay! We are heading down to, all going well, and Mike hasn't caught what I had. We are heading down to see my mother. That didn't go well, did it? We're going down to see my mother and sort a few things out with her nutty neighbour who has decided to take it upon herself after my mother had, after she had painted her fence, the neighbour had decided, so it was a sort of browny, real nice dark sort of brown, made it look really sharp and nice. The neighbour decided that, oh, I think I'll just go over there and paint bright fizzy orange. So yeah, we're going to go down and have a look, and I think Mum's like set on the idea of moving up here now anyway, but it doesn't help when you've got a real nutty neighbour and she started chomping bits of the fence, and then put signs up on Mum's side of the fence, so she would have had to trespass to go into Mum's section to put it on the fence. So yeah, something has to be done. So watch this space maybe, and in the meantime we'll look for a place up here for when she's ready. It's probably a little bit too straight for me, so let's just sort of maybe that bit over there. Sounds like my neighbours are having a wonderful time. I always look forward to seeing their videos on what they're doing. The Facebook page, so that's cool. So this is all totally guesswork really. Put this back here, and then I want something like that. I may sew this yet, I don't know, but this is the beginning of it. It's nowhere near finished. In fact, I probably will sew it. And then I just want like a little hint of that sticking out there, so that we see some of that yummy writing. Yeah, I like that. I think that's coming along quite nicely. It's not finished by all means, but it is coming together nicely. So I'm going to I actually need to put some more glue in here. Here we are. So that there's going to sit underneath a bit of weight, just to help it set into place. We'll add maybe a bit of lace here and there, but for now I think that needs to rest. So I'm just going to pop it under, and then this is what I wanted to show you, because I had someone ask me what I do with my clusters. So in this kit we have pockets. Just because the pocket has like a bit of a seam going on doesn't mean that you have to use it just plain like that. This is where the clusters come in. So we're going to show a bit of the seam, but we're going to have this cluster here. So you're going to see a bit of the seam there, those couple houses. It's just because I didn't grunge these up at all. I'm just giving it a little bit, and let's put some of this behind it a bit more. And to be fair, I might even add a bit more once I stick it into the page. I'll probably put a bit of lace or something down there. So just because I stick this on does not mean by any way, shape or form mean that it's finished. So yeah, let's just stick that down there. So this is very much like the topper for me. Just because I've put that down, put the cluster down, does not mean that it's finished in any way, shape or form. It just is a starting point for me. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with it the way it is. That's why I love doing these clusters. Because if I had have done this from scratch, I wouldn't follow my own rule where, you know, use 3 bits, use a focal point and maybe something else, but a textile. I would be struggling just to do that. See, to me, it needs something along there. It could be like something like this. In which case, hey, why not? Why not put that down there? Let's do it. Let's do it. Got time, and if it goes off the page, that doesn't matter. I don't mind a bit of lace hanging down or hanging to the side. And we'll do it like that, like that. There. We might even put something else like a little label. I'm pretty sure there's little labels in this kit. I can't find them at the moment. But yeah, so that is one of the clusters done. Let's chuck that underneath. And then in the kit, we've got this tag. So I've printed on the other side just a background from Goldenmeade from Anne. I'll link this kit below if anyone is interested. It is absolutely gorgeous. So let's use this one that we made on Saturday. And you don't have to have straight edges at this stage. You could tear it a bit or whatever but look at that. Like instant gratification from making these on Saturday. Like how simple is that? And there was another question on my clusters, like what did I do with the staples? The staples are behind here, so when I do staple my clusters together, I'll do it relatively in the middle so that my focal point goes over it and you don't see them. And that's why you'll see me turn the cluster over and grab my scissor handles and just squish it down so it's flat, so that when I go and when I go and glue it on something like this, you actually can't feel a bump at all. But there you go. And then all I'll do is probably add a little bit of taggy I don't know, piece of binding or what have you for the top. So we'll chuck that underneath there. There were 4 of these journal cards. Let's just go around, grunge it up, and we'll just grab, I'm just grabbing clusters, they're all in a pile. I'm not even thinking too hard about it. Let's grab this one. Cool, like that. Doesn't really need anything else. Maybe it needs, I feel it needs a bit of writing or something. So let's just grab something that will, it's pretty grungy. I'm just tearing it and tear it there, and maybe something like that. let's just add that. These journal cards, because they're sewing around there, I will probably sew around there too once I swap my cotton over to that colour, to black. So yeah, that's it. That just finishes it off. Didn't need it, but why not add it if you've got it? It was perfectly fine without it. Sometimes I get a little bit carried away and add more and more and more. So see, there's the staples there. I've pushed them down. And then we'll just go put that there. And that's it. We'll sew around that. Right, probably have time for another one. Maybe another couple. Here's another two. Let's just, and I don't think I'm going to add anything else to this. I think this has got enough going on. I'll sew around the edges and that will be it. Be another journal card. Quick, easy, love it. Make sure that the writing is the right way up if you do have writing on it. And that's it. Journal card, done. How simple is that? We'll do the other two journal cards and then we'll call it quits. So we'll do that one for there. And that one for there, and I don't think I'll even do those. And then the other one that I did have out to show you is, so here's a pocket. Use your cluster on your pocket, tall skinny pocket, and I'm going to, this is my last cluster because I have a cluster saved for something else. And there's a really cool decoration for the pocket. I don't mind if mine go over. In fact, I just hold there so I know not to put glue on there. And my glue bottle is telling me that that's enough because it's just about at the end. I need to refill it. And we'll put that like that. Cool. And there's your pocket. So let's glue these two down and then we will go through. Not that I really made anything. This is just purely adding decoration onto the kit that's already there. And I already made these on Saturday. Yep. And then we'll go one more. Done. So I've still got a few of these images left to make things with. I'm not sure where that came from. Oh yes I do, from this. I might get that all used up in this project actually. I might carry on using it. Put this in here and then remember to fill it before my next video. Put that there, put that there, tidy off my desk. Right, let's get cracking. So we have got 25 minutes. Got 1, 2, 3 journal cards, pocket, well, 2 journal cards. We have got a pocket for the journal. We have another pocket for the journal. We have a tag. What else can I feel underneath? Oh, here's another journal card. Oh, here's another journal card. Right, is that all that's there? And let's get this beauty out. And there's the start of the topper. So that's how I use my clusters if I'm doing it for specific journal, which I did on Saturday. So all those clusters are used up. The only one that I haven't shown is this envelope was in the grungy papers from Which Craft Do You Do, and I think that this one here will be really cute either on there and you open it up, but more likely probably I'm going to stick that there because that just goes perfectly. So I've just put that to the side, and that, my friends, is that. So thank you for joining me on this horrible cold wet Wednesday, hump day, halfway through the week. I'm not sure if I'll be here on Friday or not. I might actually jump in. I haven't got a finished project to show you, but I'm sure you'll be happy if I just plod along and chit chat to you while I'm doing this. Right, I'm going to go and pack up and have a think about this fella here, see what I want to do. Okay, until next time, bye for now.